Raf ekranlarına ve Hogwarts Legacy'nin 19. bölümüne hoş geldiniz dostlar. Videoyu beğenmeyi, kanala abone olmayı ve yorum yapmayı unutmayın. İyi seyirler diyerek Sebastian'la buluşacağız. Gidelim Sebastian'ın yanına. Aa, burada kadim büyüğü de var. Şu üstümüzdekileri bir satalım. Bernard.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well. How can I help you?
Endiaye. Mallarınızı görebilir miyiz?
What do you have for sale?
What are we in the market for today?
Bizim de satacağımız çok şey var. Ya şu gizlileri keşke açığa çıkartsaydık. Bir sürü gizli şeyimiz var. Tamam. Şu daha iyi, bunu giyip hemen geliyorum.
Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by?
Onu giyip hemen geliyorum. Cübbe mor. Mora döndük. Hadi bakalım. Aa, bir saniye. Bu hocanın şeyindeydi değil mi? İyi de bu daha güzel. Kuş gri, kuş 5. Astronomi bu. Birazcık da bununla takılalım. 1290 canımız var. 155 savunma, 159 saldırı. İyidir herhalde.
Nice to see you again.
Şimdi
Nice to
tekrar
see you as
satacağız.
How can I help you?
What do you have for sale?
Mallarını görmem lazım.
What are we in the market for today?
Şunu satacağım. Tamam. Bunların hepsi 200-150.
Have I mentioned you're welcome to
İyi
stop
olma
by?
ihtimali de var. Kötü olma ihtimali de var.
Revelio.
Bunun öncesinde şuradaydı. Şuradaki. Uzakmış lan. Ha yo, yakın.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Tamam. Şunları kıracağız herhalde değil mi?
Confringo.
Tamam. Başka? Ha, şuralarda var.
That's that.
Bitti değil mi? Bitti. Bu Merlin denemesini de tamamladık. Bir tane daha tamamlarsak çok iyi olacak. Bir tane daha tamamlarsak çok iyi olacak. Geldim. Sebastian geldim. İnin.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
Hayır,
He
yok.
helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Feldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him.
Hayır.
Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do
hadi.
my best. I'll be in touch.
Tamam.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go?
Götüremez.
When would I see her?
Götüremez.
Sebastian.
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
Bunu
We just
yapabiliriz
need to
ya.
get Anne to the catacomb and work out how to make a dark sacrifice.
Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. And we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Kanka senin yüzünden
Let me
okuldan
handle
atılırsam
all this
öldürürüm
time.
seni bu arada.
As for my uncle, he's not an aura anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Tamam
Good
hadi.
luck with Ominous.
Bırakıyorum size.
Until we meet again.
I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl.
Tamam baykuşundan haber
See you
bekliyorum. Görüşürüz. Hadi. Şurada bir tane daha şey var. Onu yapalım. Uzak mı? Şuradaki daha yakın sanırım.
What do you have in store for me this time?
Aa, şey lan bu. Combo yapacağım sadece şuna. Sen gelene kadar ölürsün bu arada. Oy. Bulldog dilini yakaladık. Şurada bir şey daha var. Ha burası basitmiş. Tanımlanamayan öge bulduk yine. Bizim şey odasına gitmemiz şart oldu artık. Bir sürü tanımlanamayan ögemiz var. Ebe güvecini kullan. Yapma bunu ya. Tamam kullandık. Buraya gelirken bir şey görmüştüm ben. Heh. Bu yolun ha. Kanka. Düş oradan. Ya abicim bir salın beni ya. İlla ananızı mı belleyeyim yani? İlla ananızı mı belleyeyim? Nerede topum benim?
Shame you're so foul.
Gel. Bırak hatta kendi kendine gider o. Bizi ezme de. Girersin değil mi? Lan çık şuradan. Tamam girdi.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
6'da 6'da tamamladık. İyi. Gayet güzel. Lan görevimiz yok mu bizim? Hadi şu Poppy ile Ejderha hakkında bir konuşalım. Nerede konuşacağız? Hogwarts'ta mı? Hogwarts'ta değil. Dünya haritasında nerede konuş diyordu? 3 süpürge. Ha 3 süpürge şey. Hogsmeade. Tamam şuraya gidelim. Şunu izle.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Hogsmeade'de yok mu ya şu şey?
Over here.
This
Ne
is a
oldu lan?
change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've
Poppy.
been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar.
Evet.
And Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't
O
suggesting that
tasmalarda
collars
sıkıntı
somehow
var.
control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
Onun için yeterince şey yapmadık mı
Must we?
kanka sence?
It seems a lot of trouble to go to for a creature we've already rescued.
We should see this through. Let me find out where she is. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before.
Söyle bakalım.
Seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Sana şu anda
It's all right
söylememeyi
with you, I'd
tercih
rather
ederim.
not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets.
Aynen
I
kanka,
shan't
kusura
press
bakma.
more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can.
Tamam, git sür.
I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Hayırlısı diyelim. Tamam, bununla konuştuk. Şimdi kimle konuşacağız? Hogwarts'la bir görevlere bakalım. Kehanet sınıfında senin annene şimdi ya. Tam da sınıfın orada bir Flow Flames'imiz var.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Bizi aile
Your
şeyin
message
içine
mentioned your concern about an
niye
unusual
sokuyorsun?
creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards.
Evet.
She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for
Annen
the near
haklı.
future.
But
Bizim yanımıza da
Mother,
gelme hatta. Seni de
My little
sevmiyorum.
gazelle, you are well intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
if
Bize
someone
bırak.
had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
Ablacığım, bize çok mantıklı bir insan değiliz, o yüzden.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me.
Evet.
I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However,
Nesin
I am
sen?
an animagus. And it
Animagus
is
ne
in my
lan?
gazelle form that I have been able to wander the highlands rather freely,
Ha,
much to my mother's chagrin.
Ceylan.
That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Nasıl oldun peki
Were
bunu?
you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing
Bir
the
ay.
leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Tamam.
Now the
İnanılmaz
nickname
bu.
makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that
Bizi kim bununla arkadaş yaptı?
especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent.
En iyisi Ominis'miş bu arada ya. Adam
She
haklı
claims
birader.
that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
Belki annen
She's
haklı.
concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time.
Bana fark etmez. Beni hiç
Thank you
hiç
for being here during that
umurumda
rather
değil.
awkward conversation.
Git gel, biz zaten o adamların tepesine bineceğiz. Biz o adam.
Revelio.
Şurada bir tane şey vardı galiba. Görünmez. Açtık mı biz bunu? Şimdi aldık, tamam. Ya şunların mantığını hala anlamadım ya. Sıfır. Sıfır olan ne abi? 9, 2, 7 olması lazım. Yani 4-3. Abi tamam, 7 olması lazım da 4-3 olabilir, 5-2 olabilir. O ikisinin ortası 0-1. 3 olması lazım. Tamam. Şu soru işareti 3 olması lazım. 3. Tamam, bu 3. 3 yılan 3 müdür? Aman be. Harbiden hiç mantığını... Ha, 2 14 yapması lazım. Aha, tamam. Buldum sonunda. Şimdi buldum. Nerede bizim envanter? Görüş. 3 hangisi? 3 başlı ejderha. Tamam. 3 başlı ejderha. 3 başlı ejderha. Tamam, bu böyle.
Revelio.
Diğeri soru işareti artı soru işareti 2 14 yapması lazım. 14 yapması lazım. 9'dan 2 çıkarsa 11. 3 başlı yılan. Tamam, 3 2 daha 5. 3 2 daha 5. 5'ten 14 çıkarsa 9 kalır. Soru işareti 9 olması lazım. Envantere bir daha bakalım. Soru işareti 9 olması lazım. Soru işareti 9. 9 ne var? Ahtapot. 9 yılanlı başlı bir şey. Hadi bakalım. Bunun 9 başlı yılanlı bir şey olması lazım. Abi yok o.
Revelio.
Yanlış mı anladım ben? Soru işareti artı bizim yılan 3. 3 artı 2 5. Bunların hepsi 14 yapıyor. Zaten 5'imiz elde var. 9 eklememiz lazım. Bir tane soru işareti de 9. Tamam. Buradan mı değiştireceğiz? 2 soru işareti.
Revelio.
Vallahi abi yok. Yok abi, anlamadım. Ne oluyor lan, kim sesleniyor? Bizim şimdi ne görevimiz var? Bizim şu an pek bir görevimiz yok. Ev elfinin zor durumu dik. Şu adama bir türlü şey yapamadık. Imelda'yla görüşebiliriz. Uzakta mı? Oha. Imelda, nasıl bu kadar uzaktasın lan sen? Imelda, gelemem ben yanına. Kusura bakma. Başka göreve bakalım. Ne istediğini öğrenmemiz lazım. Burada bizim şey vardı. Cyrano Ryan. Neyse, dolanalım, illaki bir yerden gelecek. Gizemli bir şeyler aramamız lazım.
Revelio.
Şurada da vardı bir tane. Aha,
Aloha Mora.
bak bu kilidi açabiliyoruz. Tamam. Bu da buradan. Güzel.
Reparo. Accio.
Buna hangisiydi? Hala bu değil.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Buna şey. Şu.
Levioso.
Levioso. Açtık, aldık.
Revelio.
Şeye gidelim. Neydi lan onun adı? İhtiyaç odasına. İhtiyaç odasında tanımlanamayan
Like to talk with you when you have a moment.
kıyafetlerimiz var. Bakalım şimdi hangisi hangisinden daha iyi. Oy, 73. Abi bu bayağı bitirdi ya, 73. Savunmaya veriyormuş ama. O kadar da önemli değil. Savunma. 61. Ya hayır. Onu şey yapamam. Atkı 54. Bu da mor oldu. Cübbe 55, 56. Bu bizim. 56. 68'i yükseltiyor. Savunma. Lan etek lan bu. Etek giymem abi. Bu daha iyidir ama. Bu iyidir ama. 10 numara olduk. Mor bir takım olsa bu arada ona döneceğiz. Yükseltme yok ha. Her şeyi kullandık, tamam. Bizim çantamızda hayvan var mı? Şunlar var. Hepsini bıraktık değil mi? Daha da oynayın, gidin takılın. Buradan süpürgeyle uçabiliyoruz mu? Uçamıyoruz. Tezgahla yapacak bir şey yok. Ha, burası da büyü çalışabileceğimiz yer diyor ama bize niye görev gelmiyor şu an ya? Bir tane geldi. Aha, Neti. Hogsmeade. Tamam, Poppy ile buluşalım. Poppy ile buluşalım. Burası daha yakın.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Burada bekleyelim.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't
Yaşlılıktandır.
send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
Ejderha hakkında haberlerin olduğunu
Did you
söyledin.
find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Tamam.
How do you
Of,
track
şu nasıl
the dragon
takip
long
ediyorsun
after
lan?
she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Ha,
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be
İlgi alanın.
certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course.
gidelim görelim.
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are.
Göreceksin.
I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that
Evet.
from simply standing here.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see
Oğlum
if she's
sen de
home? We only need to return her egg.
You're making this sound
Tehlikeli.
simple, but this is a dragon after all.
ejderha bu ejderha.
Hebrides can be aggressive, but they're also clever. She caught on quickly enough when you showed her how to escape the tent. She'll understand why we're here once she sees her egg. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well,
Hadi
then,
ejderhamızı bulalım o
let's
zaman.
find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Burada.
There she
Sesinden
is,
anlaşılıyor.
above us. She did make it home safe.
Ondan ne
It
avradını.
looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Kanka sakin ol, tamam mı? Biz dostuz.
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's
Sakin.
worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
Imperio!
Oo, onu öldürdü lan. Tamam. Ya orayı tamir etmemiz lazım.
Fantastic.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
Karşıda. O bizi görüyor bu arada. Koşmasak mı? Yem olarak algılanıyoruz.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably know exactly what. Hebrideans love sheep.
Oh, luck. Watch your step.
Dikkat. Buralara da dikkat.
She must have been
Oo!
pick off a grab horn.
Or just raring for a fight.
Lan. Oğlum ejderha mı bu? Kanatları yok gerçi.
Quiet. What was that?
Neydi o, ne bileyim ben. Al işte ejderhanın kendisi. Yumurtayı göstersene ona. Gördü bizi.
There's no turning back now.
Tamam da ne yapacağım?
Over here!
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll do all.
Tamam.
Follow when it's safe.
Gel gel gel gel gel. Tamam.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it.
Tamam. Ben buradan direkt çabuk çabuk. Lan.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Bir daha vuracak. Tamam. Geçtik.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm.
Hiç de sıcak karşılama değil.
Listen to reason.
Şuraya geç çabuk.
Opening below her. If we can get to that,
Tamam.
we can get to the nest.
Hadi. Neden bu ya?
She's
Dur şimdi
leaving.
sülüyor.
Quickly.
Brilliant.
Hızlıyım hızlıyım.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Yuvaya neredeyse geldik. Oğlum anamızı ağlatacak bak diyorum ben sana.
Why is
Repair
the
her.
bridge here broken?
Şey oldu. Ejderhalar
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
yerleştir bakayım. Koyduk. Bak. Sakin ol. Sakin ol. Lan sakin. Teşekkür mü bu? Kırmadan getirdik. Oğlum düşecek. Ha siktir. Göze bak. Çok da evcil değil. Ejderhaya bu kadar yakından da bakmak 10 numaraydı. Sıçtı galiba altına Poppy.
That was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Aya bize zarar vermeden bıraktı. Bizi öldürmeye
That's
çalıştı
rather
lan.
generous, isn't it? She did try to kill us the entire time.
Aynen.
Only until she saw her egg, at which point I thought she rather warmed to us. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Vallahi hazırım geri dönmeye.
I'm ready if you are.
I
Sen
am.
hazırsan ben de
After
hazırım.
our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True.
Evet.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
Unless what?
they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
Ulan Poppy.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Tamam. Şimdi şu şey. Neti. Aa, buradan geçebilir miyiz? Islandık. Neti neredesin? Öğrenelim şu
Are you
elemanlar ne
ready
iş
to put
yapıyor.
an end to Harlow?
Hazırım.
I'm
Her
ready to
daim
do what's
hazırım.
needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agapes Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you
Yapsaydın.
speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Aynen, onlarla
I'll speak
konuşacağım.
with them, see what I can learn.
I
Keşke
knew I
nerede
could rely on
bulabileceğimizi
you.
söyleseydik.
We need to know how they
Sorsaydık.
are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully by the time you return,
Sen
I
ne
will
işe
be able to
yarıyorsun
move a
acaba
bit
ya?
more freely.
Sen ne işe yarıyorsun acaba ya? Kadim sırrı elimizde taşıyoruz, tutuyoruz kadim büyüyü. En yakını şu. Şuradan mı?
Glad you came.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Buranın da yukarısı var. Ne yapıyorsun lan burada?
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Evet.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up until I came home one night and found my husband gone and a note
Tamam, seni
pinned to
kocanı
my
da
door with a
kurtaracağız işte.
knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Al işte. Harlow Gringotts
Have you
hakkında
helped
bilgi
Harlow
verdiniz
since your
mi?
husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Tamam. İhtiyacımız olan buydu.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well.
Biz tehlikenin
Please don't put
kendisiyiz bayan.
yourself in danger.
Bayan Rape, bankacılık ihtiyacınız konusunda birine yardım etmeyi yeniden düşüneceğinizi umuyoruz. Kendi başınıza bir karara varmanız için size bolca zaman verdik ancak sabrımızı taşmaya başlattınız. Birlikte çalışmanızın değerini görürseniz kocanızı bundan memnun olacağını biliyoruz. Hafta sonuna kadar yanıt bekleyelim mi? Ne demek istediğimizi anlıyorsanız bu aramızda tutmanız en
Some
iyisi.
evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Sıkıntı değil.
To find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Geç değil. Yani inşallah değildir. Arkadaşlarından diğeri nerede? Diğeri burada.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please
Aha,
tell me
burada.
to take it, but perhaps it's been...
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Yok, hayır.
Sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles?
Evet.
All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was
Duymaz.
kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I moved behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see,
Hayda.
we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been
Uyuttun lan
able to
beni.
cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Benimle konuştuğun
Thank
için
you for
sağ ol.
telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Anlaşıldı.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Son arkadaş. Onunla da konuşalım.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Burada işte.
Excuse
Ah,
me, Mr. Filbert.
Fransız.
I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to
Değilmiş lan
speak out
Fransız.
against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
Konuşmalıydın lan.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr.
Korkunun
Bickle
acele
asked,
faydası yok.
perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
Onurlu bir ölüm onursuz yaşamdan her zaman daha iyidir.
Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold.
Altın
One day,
kaplama.
Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home.
Aha.
He found the book of poetry with its exquisite gold plating. I
Ne yaptı
watched
kitabı?
helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone
Eyvallah.
who may be willing to help.
Sağ olasın.
Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Ne oluyor lan, sallandı. Gidelim şeyle görüşmeye, Neti. Bu arada Neti'ye sadece biz Neti diyoruz. Normalde Natsiya dedi annesi. Şu işareti de biz koyduk değil mi? Onu kaldıralım.
It's not like
Sakin ol
Natty's been
oğlum.
late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Ya şaka mı yapıyorsun?
High Wing!
go!
Giremiyoruz ki. İndir indir. İndir. Lan indir. Ben oradan oraya uçarız dedim de uçamadık. Bunun başına bir şey geldi değil mi ya? Bunun başına bir şey geldi abi. Burada da değil.
Natty's wand.
Aha.
She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble.
Başı belada.
Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Burası bizim ayak izimiz değil mi lan?
Revelio.
Tam buradan. Yenileyelim.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Ne oldu lan, içinden geçti.
Revelio.
Tamam.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her
Oo,
quickly.
Ashwinder sığınağı.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Tamam, şunu çekeceğiz. Çek.
A hidden door.
Gizli kapı.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
İsteğe bağlı Otodib'in mektubunu bulun.
Revelio.
Dur. Şu sandıklardan mı bulacağız? Tamam.
Revelio.
Bu elemanlar güçlüdür bu arada ya. Bir şey yok. Bir şey yok. Hocam bir yerinizde dursanız da ben size arkadan gizli gizli şey yapsam.
Especially quiet, are you?
Görmedi.
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend. If they're daft enough to try to come through here.
Sakin. Ananı avradını. Gördü, pezevenk gördü. Bir yerlerden şey. Tamam. O zaten acı çekiyor. Siz ikiniz kapışıyorsunuz. Adamın anasını ağlattım. Öldü mü? Şimdi öldü. Tamam. Tanımlanamayan ögeleri bulduk. Bugün iksiri. Sen benim için kahin kadar değerlisin. Sesi yaklaşan yağmuru önceden haber veren. Benim tarafımdan bir grubun sevebileceği kadar seviliyorsun. Sadakati gerçek ve açık olan. Bir büyü yaptın kalbim. Geri alınmamasını istiyorum. En başından beri beni büyüledin. Sen her zaman teksin.
The book of poems that was taken from Agnes
Şiir.
Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Revelio.
Diğer şeyler nerededir?
Descendo.
Şurada. Şunu bir geri çek.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Kanka giremiyoruz ya buraya.
Descendo. Accio.
Tamam, bunu çektik. Bu sıkıştı değil mi oraya? Sıkıştı.
Revelio.
Orası yüksek ya. Lan buradan mı gideceğiz?
Perhaps you'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
Kapışın bakayım kim kimi yiyecek. Ama sen bir acı çek. Ona göre.
Friend won't come looking for her. Too dangerous.
Leviosa.
Now time.
Lan niye?
Arresto Momentum. Descendo. Compulso.
Öldü.
Revelio.
Neti. Yanlışlıkla şeyi ararken
You found us. I knew you would say that. I had left my wand for you.
bulduk.
Speak to Mr. Rabe. Over here.
Sakin.
I'm well.
Sen kimsin lan? Iskorey.
Mr. Rabe. Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried
İyi.
about you. Are you all right?
I am
Senin
alright.
için üzgün.
Thank you for coming.
Önemli değil.
These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best.
Tamam.
Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Senin hissine göre bir şey yapacağız ya.
I'm not able to summon my wand.
Revelio.
Kanka bu odada mı?
My wand is somewhere in this room. I can tell.
Bu odada. Emin misin bu odada olduğuna?
Revelio. Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
Bu asa yoktu lan. Şey. Lan şunu hareket ettirdim yanlışlıkla. Tamam. Bunun içinde. Asa bunun içinde.
Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be
Al.
glad to have this back.
Al kanka.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Aç bakayım. Hiçbir şey olmadı. Sen de bizi mi kekliyorsun lan? Kızınki de açıldı. 2 saat konuşacak değil mi yine şimdi?
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend.
Hadi çıkalım.
We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well.
Biz kendimiz çıkarız.
Be careful. Thank you, my young friend.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Vallahi yarısı ödedi bunu zaten. Sen öyle takılırken biz burada hepsini öldürdük. Bunlar patlamıyor değil mi? Şeyi bulamadık ya. Aşk mektubunu bulamadık.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Ah haydi bulalım. Bulalım bitirelim ha burada.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe.
Sıkıntı değil memur bey. Memur hanım pardon.
Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Söyleme sen de.
Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you,
Tamam.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Ne yapayım aralarından mı?
With all due
Yetkililer
respect,
pek
officer, the authorities
yardımcı
haven't done much
olmadı.
about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must
Beni bağlamazdan
insist that you
öldürür
leave them
geçerim.
to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai,
Tamam.
you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me.
Allah'ın adını verdim konuşmayalım ya. Sana bir bulaştık seni bizim başımıza bela ettiler. Seni başımıza bela ettiler. Poppy. Niye ayrıldın lan Poppy? Bir konuşalım seni merak ediyorum. Sen iyisin Ejderha. Ejderhanın iyiliğini düşündün. Senle bir görüşelim. Sen Hogwarts'ta mısın lan? Hogwarts'taysan direkt seninle hızlı şeyden gelelim. Astronomi kanadında değilsin. Burada da değilsin. Heh. Şuraya uğra bakalım. Poppy.
Oh, good, you're safe.
Biz güvendeysen. Aniden gittin ne oldu?
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers
bir
got to my
durumdaydın.
gran. Someone recognized me in Hauntel Hall and they got to
What do
her.
you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She
Bizim
said
adımızı
they took the
verseydin.
whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
Çok üzgünüm
Sorry,
ya.
Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
Ya.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Snidget ne lan?
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which
Aa,
barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of
doğru
years
tamam
ago.
hatırladım.
I
Haydi
take it
bakalım
you aren't
gidelim
going to
bulalım.
let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies.
Tamam.
Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much as...
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs!
Centaur.
They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Haydi
Sounds as if we
Centaur'larla
need to go
konuşalım.
and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high.
Sıkıntı değil.
Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Oho sen sürekli git gel mi yapacağız abicim? Gel gidelim işte. Şunları topla. Şu sülükler de ne işe yarıyor anlamadım. Bakalım şu anda bir görevimiz var mı? Şu anda yapılmaya değer bir görevimiz yok. Evet dostlar, bir Hogwarts Legacy'nin bir bölümünün daha sonuna geldik. Videoyu beğenmeyi, kanala abone olmayı ve yorum yapmayı unutmayın. Beni buraya kadar izlediğiniz için teşekkürler. Takipte kalın. Bay bay.